Hey guys, HDvee here and welcome to a brand new video. Today we've got some pretty cool things to go over. New events have been announced. We also have some Legends EA rumors to go over. And not only that, but a potential leaker has hinted at faithful Unova remakes as well. There's a lot of things to break down today. So if you're excited for the video, drop a like down below. It's trying to hit 500 likes. Really helps out. Leave a comment, subscribe if you're brand new, and let's get into the video. So, starting things off, we have this new update regarding the Pokétunes. I know a lot of you guys love them. Really, really cool. Definitely advise you to watch them if you've got some time to spare. But it does say, Cerebi update, a brand new episode of the web series Pokétune is to be released on February the 14th, 2025. So that is next Friday. We're getting a new Pokétune episode. Again, really cool little animations. Really advise you to watching them if you haven't already. Moving on, we do have new events that are also now live. This actually went live yesterday, but we forgot to cover it. But basically, it's the new emblem event in Pokemon TCG Pocket. It's the new Space-Time Smackdown event. It's the 45 win event. It's not the 5 consecutive win event. And this event also runs until the 25th of February 2025, which of course is 2 days before Pokemon Day. Now, we all know that there is going to be some sort of reveal of a new TCG set on Pokemon Day, because the new set comes out on the 28th, which is a day after. So the most likely outcome is that we're going to get the trailer on Pokemon Day. We could get it a few days before, and then they might just go over it again on Pokemon Day. But because it's the celebration of Pokemon, they want to announce loads of new things. I'd put money on them just announcing it on the 27th, and then it obviously dropping on the 28th. Moving on though, these are the event missions that you can complete to get some extra hourglasses and some shine dust for Pokemon TCG Pocket. So if you participate in 1 battle, you get 3. Participate in 3 battles, you get another 3. Participate in 5 battles, you get 6. Participate in 10 battles, you get 12. So again, you don't have to win these. If you're not bothered about competitive and actually battling and stuff, then you can literally just go into the game, forfeit, still counts as a participation. If you do want to win battles though, and you do want to try and get these emblems, if you win 1 battle, you get 50 shine dust, 3 battles for 100 shine dust, 5 battles for 200 shine dust, 10 battles for 500 shine dust, 25 battles for 1000 shine dust, and 50 battles for 2000 shine dust. And then in regards to the event emblems, if you win 1 battle, you get the sort of regular event icon. If you win 5 battles, you get the bronze edition. If you win 25 battles, you get the silver edition. And if you win 45 battles, you get the gold edition. So that's the new event that's now live in Pokemon TCG Pocket. We are streaming it on the Pocket channel as well, going through like all these wins and stuff and trying out different decks. So again, if you want to check it out, in the description down below. You guys probably know about that by now. But either way, that is the Pokemon TCG Pocket event update. We also have a new Pokemon GO event that has also been revealed. We've got Cerebi here tweeting out saying, Cerebi update, the Pokemon GO Scattered to the Winds event has been revealed. This runs February the 18th at 10 AM to February the 20th at 8 PM local time. It also adds Shiny Scatterbug into the game, which is obviously very interesting for like the Vivillon forms and everything like that. But let's take a look at it on the actual Pokemon GO website. So the event bonuses are 2 times XP for spinning a Pokestop, 5 times XP for spinning a Pokestop for the first time. So if you're going to a new location that you've not been to before, you may as well whip out Pokemon GO and spin some Pokestops, because 5 times XP is ridiculous. You can open up to 40 gifts per day. You can open up to 60 gifts per day if you have purchased the Expedition Access February ticket. So again, a little bit more pay to win there. And then increased chance to encounter Shiny Pidgey as well. And then Vivillon flutters in, so Scatterbug, Spewper, and Vivillon make their shiny debuts in Pokemon GO. Pin postcards from trainers around the world to earn encounters with Scatterbug. You'll have an increased chance to encounter shiny Scatterbug if you're lucky. And then in regards to wild encounters, you can find Caterpie, Pidgey, Spearow, Wurmple, and Starly. You get field research task rewards. Obviously, there's paid hide research as well. You get all this for it. But yeah, collection challenges, all that jazz for that. Moving on, let's take a look at this potential Unova Faithful remake hint. So we've got Eclipse here who originally posted saying, did you like the Generation 4 remakes, Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl? And it was a poll, and a lot of people said no, as opposed to the people that said yes. He then went and replied to it saying, well, you'll not be happy, I guess. So basically hinting that we're going to get the same sort of treatment for the Generation 5 games, or at least something is getting a faithful remake. You'd like to expect it to be Gen 5, because that would be the next ones in the line. Now, I just want to reiterate that Eclipse is not the most faithful leaker out there. They've gotten a lot of things wrong in the past. They have got a couple of things right, though. So they have some sort of source But the majority of what they say does tend to be wrong. You know, they did say things like Legends Arceus was a CD or something, and obviously turned out to be one of the best Pokemon games we've ever had. And that's just one of the things. They've said multiple things that are wrong, but they have said, like I said, a couple of things that are right. So you never know. But this is basically what they're saying here. So we have Soul Silver also saying, you know, I'm totally down with an Ilka-made Pokemon Black and White 1 faithful remake made specifically for the Nintendo Switch 2. All I need is 1 or 2 new Pokemon, so Mythicals, Original Dragon, Special Forms, etc., and possibly just old Mega Evolutions returning. I really think the Pokemon Company will have heard the negative feedback from Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, and they'd want to improve on all the issues BDSP had, and give us a little more than just a reskin of an old game. Especially if this would be made by Pokemon Works, which is Game Freak times Ilka, which would allow for them to have some creative liberties instead of just a copy and paste game. So yeah, I mean, I completely agree with this. In regards to the Mega Evolution thing, we know that Legends EA is probably not going to have online battling, so we're not going to be able to use these Mega Evolutions. So maybe Mega Evolution is incorporated into Generation 5, and all the Mega Evolutions that we get in Legends EA, barring Generation 6 and over, because obviously they're not going to be in Unova, are maybe usable in this new faithful remake, and obviously we'll be able to battle online with them. So that's one thing that I could definitely see. And yeah, I mean, the Pokemon Works is completely different to Ilka as well. It's a combination of Game Freak and Ilka, so I think that they'd actually do a very, very good job. The chibi style is not a problem for me. I thought it actually looked really, really nice. I think the main issues was that BDSP just didn't really offer anything exciting. They did change a couple of things with the Grand Underground and stuff, but at the same time, you know, the Underground, what it was before in the original Diamond and Pearl games with, you know, secret bases that were so much better, capture the flag, like they just kind of ruined all that. They did keep a couple of things like seals and stuff, and, you know, Romana's Park they added in, but I don't know, at the end of the day, it just wasn't really the remake that we were all expecting, especially after we've had really good remakes in the past, like Auraz did it perfectly, Heart Gold Soul Silver did it perfectly, Fire Red Leaf Green did it perfectly. It was just kind of gearing up to be a really good remake, and then it just kind of like shattered all of our dreams. So yeah, I mean, look, I'm not saying this is definitely something that's going to happen, because as I say, Eclipse's track record is very, very hit and miss, more miss than hit. And the thing is though, now that the Switch 2 has been revealed, they can reveal anything on Pokemon Day for the Switch 2. Again, and I can't reiterate this enough, the only reason why we thought we weren't going to be getting Generation 5 remakes this year is because Riddler Coup said so. But he's been wrong about everything now. So honestly, whatever he says, I wouldn't even be that bothered about until he starts getting some like legitimacy back to his name. Which again, he's been quiet since January. He's been over. Like, he's not said anything since then, which is quite interesting. But yeah, either way, like I say, take it with a massive grain of salt. He might be right about this, he might be wrong about this, but potentially faithful Unova remakes could be on the horizon and could be getting announced like this month. Like, they honestly could be. But anyway, that's all that. Let me know your thoughts on it though. Would you like to see faithful? Would you like to see faithful remakes if they actually changed a lot of things? So it'd be like in the style of BDSP, but there'd be new Pokemon, there'd be new features, there'd be new storylines, be like a new post game or something like that. I think that would be okay. I think a lot of people would generally really enjoy that. But let me know your thoughts on that, because it is quite an interesting topic. And then finishing things off today's video, we do have a new rumor to go over regarding Pokemon Legends ZA. This was posted on the 31st of January, so a few days ago, and it's titled Legends ZA Info by Corfi. So again, it was posted on 4chan. Take it with a massive grain of salt, but it's been getting a few kind of hits here and there on Twitter. I actually saw it on Twitter. I didn't see this one on 4chan. I think it was posted by who's it posted by? I can't remember off the top of my head. I saw it on Twitter though, and I was like, I don't think I've covered that one. So yeah, I don't know if it got took down on 4chan or whatever, but either way, it says, starting off, the layout of Lumiose City is still quite vast in size and doesn't look too different from modern Lumiose. So that would obviously give me the idea that it's probably set not super far in the past. It then says Lumiose will be split up into 4 areas, being northern, southern, eastern, and western Lumiose, with 4 smaller areas where Pokemon can be found and where the gym leaders reside, each being made for different environments of Pokemon in their respective gyms. So the only weird thing about this is we only have 1 gym in Lumiose, so if it is set in the past, like what would have happened to all those gyms, because I don't think we're going to get gyms in this game, just simply because, like I said, there's only one gym in Lumiose, which is obviously in Prism Tower. For me, it would just be like strong trainers, and maybe you can get forms of badges or whatever, but I just don't think it's going to be gym leaders, because that many gyms in one city, I just don't think is going to happen. And then, however, you can temporarily travel outside of Lumiose to find some Pokemon unavailable in Lumiose, similar to that of the old Safari zones, but the areas are much, much smaller. So, there are 4 main areas, 4 smaller areas, and then you can also go outside of Lumiose to other areas where you can catch more Pokemon. So, there's Pokemon inside Lumiose and outside of Lumiose, but it's still all kind of, I guess, known as Lumiose City, even the outskirts and stuff. But again, that makes a lot of sense to me. It just allows more areas for you to catch Pokemon. And again, I've been over this multiple times, but Pokemon that like live in the sea, they're not going to be chilling in the canal in Lumiose. It's just not going to happen. So they need to have a way to be in the game, especially with like time distortions as well. Like, I think it's really unlikely for us to get, if we are getting time distortions, I think it's very unlikely that we'd get them in the city. I think it'd be like outside on these like sort of smaller areas, but that's just my personal opinion. It then goes on to say the playable characters are named Brooke and Charlie. So the male character being called Brooke and the female character being called Charlie. And then AZ is a twist villain in the story, but mostly acts as a background character until the change. So, yeah, I mean, AZ is like, he's not evil in the X and Y games. So maybe this is set in the past and he's evil, and then something happens at the end of Legends EA. Maybe we defeat him or something, and that's when he changes his ways. Because I don't think it's going to be set in the future if he's evil, because he's got his Eternal Floette back now, so it's all happy. So I don't really know why he'd randomly turn evil. Unless something happened to the Floette and it made him go crazy or whatever. The professor of this game is Professor Ignidia, who is an ancestor of Lysandra. We've got Corden, Croix, and Kinnell are one of the gym leaders and are the ancestors of Cillian, Cress, and Chili. So some Generation 5 stuff going on there. It then says the starter Pokemon stay the same, so we get Chespin, Fennekin, and Froakie, but you are gifted a second starter, much like the ones given by Sycamore, but the starters are Snivy, Torchic, and Piplup, with Snivy and Piplup gaining Mega Evolutions. So yeah, I mean, people might be like, well, that's not going to happen, because like I say, Torchic's already got a Mega Evolution, it's not going to be the starter. We have had it in the past, technically, with Auras. Like, obviously, Torchic was always going to be the starter, because they're not going to change the starters for the Auras remake. And then Sceptile and Swampert got Mega Evolutions. But all I'm trying to say is, you know, it's happened in the past. It's not the craziest thing to think that maybe they'll do it again, where just 2 Pokemon get Mega Evolutions instead of all 3 of the starters. At the end of the day, I think it'd just be a lot more likely that they'd all just get regional forms. So we'd get a regional Empoleon, a regional Superior, a regional Blaziken, and then we get the Mega Evolutions for the Generation 6 stars. I think that just makes a lot more sense, but I really hope that's the case. Being able to get 2 starters and one of them having a form and one of them having a Mega Evolution, well, all of them getting it, but being able to pick a couple is really cool. And then it says 25 Pokemon gain brand new Mega Evolutions. So Raichu, Wigglytuff, Poliwrath, Jinx, Dragonite, Ledian, Azumarill, Politoed, Jumpluff, Ludicolo, Flygon, Torterra, Infernape, Empoleon, Carnivine, Lickilicky, Porygon Z, Superior, Emboar, and Samurott. I don't know why wait, so Gen 5 are getting... Wait, hang on, I've just completely gone over the past, the fact that Gen 4 is getting Mega Evolutions, Gen 5's all getting Mega Evolutions, and Gen 6 is all getting Mega Evolutions, because it's a Samurott, Scolipede, Gothitelle, Chestnut, Delphox, and Greninja. I don't think we're going to get 9 new Mega Evolutions for starters. I just think that's... I mean, I'd love to see it, and I feel like they should have had them in BDSP, but I think that might be a little bit OTT. It then says Yveltal and Xerneas get unique forms instead of Mega Evolutions called Complete Cycle forms, awakened by AZ in a boss fight similar to the battle against Volo. I'd be very surprised if Xerneas and Yveltal didn't get some form, some sort of new form in this game. I think it just is perfect for them to get one. And then it says there's a new Reggie that is a ghost type. So we'd have like Reggie Ghost or Reggie Ghoul. That is kind of unsettling at first glance, and it appears to be a Frankenstein's monster. We're also going to get a regional variant of Litwick, which is going to be Fairy Fire type. and is an incense lantern, and a regional form of the Tangela line that's bundled wires with that's electric. That's cool. I really like that idea. And a regional fake for Farfetch'd named Farfenced. Oh, Farfenced that is a fencer. Yeah, I mean, I don't mind this rumor. Like 25 new Mega Evolutions, 9 of them being starters, forms for Xerneas and Yveltal, new regional forms, 2 starters during the playthrough. I really like it. I don't think it's going to happen, but I really like this. I really hope it does. I don't know. Let me know your thoughts on this rumor. What do you think? Would you like this to be true or not? I think a lot of people would really like this rumor. But anyway, that's that. And then let me know your thoughts on the Generation 5 Faithful remakes as well, and then everything else that we've covered in today's video too. But that's everything from me. If you enjoyed, drop a like. Let's try it at 500. Leave a comment. Subscribe if you're brand new. Ring the notification bell for daily Pokemon content. Have a fantastic rest of your day. And until next time, peace.